Good morning, friends, family, total strangers. I am currently, or at least as of filming, out camping with two of my brothers in Idaho. So, yeah, I'm having a good time. There's Jax McGee. And, yeah, today's video is going to be on the worst things about van life. My worst things. Everybody has different worst things. I think a lot of people struggle with loneliness. Loneliness. I can't quite say it. I'm a little stuffed up. Loneliness. I don't have any problems with that. I actually like alone time, and I get as much people time as I want, essentially. I just work it in. But I'll probably do a video on that in the future. Yeah, so let's get right into my worst things. Worst thing number one would probably just be how difficult it is to do everything. There's just a level of difficulty that isn't there in the regular world for pretty much everything you do. From washing your dishes, because I just got this tiny sink and I have my little Aquabot, and it's just a more difficult process. To take a shower, I can't just hop in the shower. I have to set up my, shower thing, boil water. Like, everything is just a process. So you take more time doing the mundane things. Yeah, so that's kind of annoying, especially like when you're tired and you've been working all day. When you're in a job, doing something like, yeah, not ideal. I guess item number two. This is kind of a general category, and that's kind of the lack of security. And that encompasses a lot of different things. So that's from, you just don't have the safety nets. Like, if your car breaks down, you don't have anywhere to stay. If you get in a wreck, your house is gone. And your car. I don't have health insurance, which I'm going to do a future video on just kind of breaking down the entire healthcare issue as it applies to van living, but that's a future video. Yeah, like, you just don't have the safety nets. You just don't have the... Yeah, you just don't have the security living in a van. Item number three. I hate pooping in the woods. Now, for me, it's better than dealing with sewer or carrying poop in a bucket around in my van. But I am not... I do miss that about the old world, where you just go to a bathroom, flush your troubles away, and walk out, and that's it. I miss those days. But you know, most of the time I'm using a vault toilet, and I more or less have that. But there's just no getting around. Sometimes there's no vault toilet, and you just have to go in the woods. And it just, I feel open and exposed, and yeah. Never been a fan. Once you do it, it's fine, but there's like this sense of dread leading up to the actual act that, yeah, not a huge fan of the old pooping in the woods. But again, I don't. It's way better than dealing with sewer, which is what you'd have to do if you had a marine toilet or even an RV. You'd have to be draining those black tanks and dealing. Oh, I like just fleshing my troubles away. uh, you know, final item would probably be just having such a limited kitchen. I love to cook, and yeah, I just have a really limited kitchen. And going back to the first item, I just have to set everything up before I even do everything, which you know you don't have to do in a house. It's all right there for you. Yeah, it would be nice to have a real oven. I mean, I make do with the Road Pro, and it works for a lot of applications, but it's not an oven. It's not a real oven. It would be nice to have a real oven. It would be nice to have a real sink. It would be nice to have more than one burner. It would be nice to have a full-size refrigerator. My refrigerator is very small, so trying to fit everything in that tiny fridge. Yeah, I mean, I make it work. I make it work, but it would be nice. It would be nice to have a full-size fridge. But yeah, I mean, all said and done, those are pretty minor complaints, and all of the benefits that I get out of van living far outweigh, the little negative things. Yeah, that's pretty much that. So I'm going to show a little more footage of the camping experience here in Idaho, and yeah, we'll shoot you over to that. This is what's known as meal deal in the family. This is a standard camping food. It's essentially onions, potatoes, and ground beef wrapped in foil and whatever other ingredients you want to throw in on a campfire. Haven't had it in 20 plus years, maybe 30 years. It's been a long time. And there's the famous meal deal. Final product with a little grilled corn. Delicious. Final thoughts. There is one thing that I kind of missed, and that's, for me, kind of being on the edge of legality. Like, I am a straight shooter, if you will. And, when you have to stealth camp in a town or a city, and, it's not really legal, and, I hate that. I hate that feeling. I don't like it. Which is why I try to stealth camp as little as possible. I really don't like stealth camping. But, I mean, sometimes you just have to do it. And there's ways you can find around that as well. because it's not illegal to sleep in your van during the day. So when I did my overnight job in Phoenix, working at Amazon, yeah, it was fine. I guess it was legal, more or less, because, because, yeah, I wasn't overnight parking. But yeah, that's pretty much that. I'd say a lot of people struggle with loneliness or boredom, and there's probably lots of other issues that other people deal with, but I don't have a problem with either one of those. And yeah, for me, life in a van is pretty good. And if my worst parts are having to poop in the woods and having a slightly more limited kitchen, that's fine. I'll take it. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. Thanks. There's a scary spider right around my stop button here. Damn you.